Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jashodanandana Rajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanatari. Yamuna Tira Vanatari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Radha Gokulananda ki, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Shri Gaunidhai ki, Shri Prabhupada ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaivam Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashta Preshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 5, Vidura's Talks with Maitreya, Text 7. Repeat. Kridan Vidhate Dvija Go Surana Shemaya Karmani Avatara Bedhai Manaha Na Tiprati Api Sinvatam Naha Susloka Maulehe Charita Amritani. Kridam Vidate Dujago Suranam. Kridam Vidate Dujago Suranam. Shemaya Karmanyavatara Bedhai. Shemaya Karmanyavatara Bedhai. Mano na tripyati api srinvatam na. Mano na tripyati api srinvatam na. Susloka mole charitamritani. Susloka mole charitani tamritani. Kridan vidate dijago suranam. Semaya karmanyavatara bedhai. Mano na pritripyatyapi srinvatam naha. Susloka mule charitamritani. Kridan vidate dijago suranam. Shemaya karmanyavatara bedhai. Mano na tripyatyapi srinvatam na. Susloka mule charitamritani. Semana karmanyavatara bedhai. Anona pratyap sinvatam na. Susloka mule tani. Kridan vidate dujago suranam. Shemaya karmana vatara bedjay. Matajis. Kridan vidate dijagos Semaya karma nevatara viddhai Manona tripyatyapi srinvatam na Mano na tripyatyapi srinvatam na Sloka mule charitamritani. Kridan, manifesting pastimes. Vidate, he performs. Dvija, twice born. Go, cows. Suranam, of the demigods. Shemaya, welfare. Karmani, transcendental activities. Avatara, incarnations. Bedai, differently. Manaha, mind. Na, never. Tripyati, satisfies. Api, in spite of. Sinvatam, continuously. Hearing. Naha, our. Susloka, auspicious. Mulehe, of the Lord. Charita, characteristics. Amritani, and dying. Translation. Please repeat. You may narrate also about, please repeat, auspicious characteristics of the Lord in his different incarnations for the welfare of the twice born, the cows and the demigods. Our minds are never our minds are never satisfied completely, although we continuously hear of his transcendental activities. Purport by His Divine Grace, His Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. The Lord appears in His universe in different incarnations like Matsya, Kurma, Varaha and Nrsimha. And He manifests His different transcendental activities for the welfare of the twice born, the cows and the demigods. The Lord is directly concerned with the twice born of civilized man. A civilized man is one who has taken his birth twice. A living entity takes birth in this mundane world due to the union of a male and female. A human being is born due to union of the father and mother. But a civilized human being has another birth by contact with a spiritual master, who becomes the actual father. The father and mother of the material body are so only in one birth, and in the next birth, the father and mother may be a different couple. But the bona fide spiritual master, as a representative of the Lord, is the eternal Father, because the spiritual master has the responsibility to lead the disciple to spiritual salvation. or the ultimate goal of life. Therefore, a civilized man must be twice born, otherwise he is no more than the lower animals. The cows is the most important animal for developing the human body to perfection. The body can be maintained by any kinds of foodstuff, but cow's milk is particularly essential for developing the finer tissues of the human brain so that one can understand the intricacies of transcendental knowledge. A civilized man is expected to live on foodstuff comprising fruits, vegetables, grains, sugar, and milk. The bull helps in the agricultural process of producing grains, etc. And thus, in one sense, the bull is a father of humankind, whereas the cow is a mother for the supplies milk to human society. A civilized man is therefore expected to give all protection to the bulls and cows. The demigods of the living entities who live in the higher planets are far superior to human beings, since they have better arrangement for living condition. They live far more luxuriously than human beings, yet they are all devotees of the Lord. The Lord incarnates in different forms, such as those of a fish, tortoise, a hog, and a combined lion and man, just to give protection to the civilized man. The cows and the demigods, who are directly responsible for the regulative life of progressive self-realization. The whole system of the material creation is planned so that the conditioned soul may have the opportunity for self-realization. One who takes advantage of such an arrangement is called a demigod or civilized man. The cow is meant to help maintain such a high standard of living. The Lord's position for the protection of the twice-born civilized man, the cows and the demigods are all transcendental. A human being is inclined to hear good narrations and stories, and therefore there are so many books, magazines, and newspapers on the market to satisfy the interests of the developed soul. But the pleasure in such literature, after it's read once, becomes stale, and people do not take any interest in reading such literature repeatedly. In fact, newspapers are read for less than 1 hour, for less than an hour, and then thrown in the dustbin as rubbish. The case is similar with all other mundane literatures, but the beauty of transcendental literatures like Bhagavad and Srimad Bhagavatam is that they never become old. They have been read in the world by civilized man for the last 5,000 years, and they have never become old. They are ever fresh to the learned scholars and devotees, and even by daily repetition of the verses of Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, there is no cessation for devotees like Vidura. Vidura might have heard the pastime of the Lord many times before he met Maitreya, but still he wanted the same narration to be repeated because he was never associated by hearing them. This is the transcendental nature of the Lord's glorious pastimes. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Meditam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavari Pasatyadi Satharine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So I'd like to first of all express my heartfelt joy for being here at Sri Sri Radha Gokulananda Ki. So I missed the program, missed the Kirtan. It was Kirtan Mela, right? 2 days ago? So many great soul Mahapurush, they were here. And also many devotees, also from Mauritius, are here. Vrinda Devi Mataji, Haribol, Praveen, Gopal, Mataji Kala, Kandi Mataji is also here, right? Hare Krishna. Thank you. So here, Vidura is inquired from Maitreya Rishi, and he's also praising Maitreya Rishi for, he said that great soul travel on planet of the earth on behalf of the Supreme Lord. A great soul travel on this planet earth to glorify the Lord on behalf of the Lord and for the benefit of the conditioned souls. Right? For the benefit, yes, they do that. Prahlad Maharaj also said, Prahlad Maharaj said, I don't want to go alone back to Godhead. Many, many great sages and munis, they go to the Himalaya and they do Mauna Vrat, many other types of vratas, but for their own salvation. But me, I want to take everyone back to Godhead. So this is why Maitreya Rishi, Vidura is saying, great soul, they travel on the planet Earth on behalf of the Supreme Personality of Godhead for the benefit of the conditioned soul. They're like a moving temple. Lord normally stay in the temple, but great soul, they are like a moving temple with the Lord in the heart and purify this planet Earth. And also, please narrate the glories of the Lord, especially the incarnation, different incarnation. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, all the different incarnation. Krishna is saying, Yada ida hidharmasya, glanir bhavati bharata bhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamiham. Every time there is a decline in religion, when there is a decline in dharma, and there is a rise of adharma. Right? Decline in dharma, there is a rise in adharma. Tadatmanam srijami aham. At that moment I manifest. Right? So what he does, paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam, to protect the sadhus and to annihilate the demons. And also to establish dharma. That's why he come. Right? Protecting the sadhus. So Prabhupada is considering in the purport the sadhus to be like civilized man. Right? Civilized people. He comes to deliver for the benefit of the civilized people. Right? That's why it's saying paritranayam sadhunam, to deliver the sadhus. So please narrate for the benefit of the civilized man, the cows and the demigods. Three points mentioned in this. For the cows, for the twice born, civilized men are the twice born, and the cows and for the demigods also, because they also civilized. So we sing this prayer: Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Itaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Jagat Itaya, for the welfare of the globe, for the welfare of this universe, of the planet. Jagat Itaya. So You know this verse coming from? We recite that every time. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanayataya Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Where it come from? It's come from Vishnu Puran, yeah. 1965. Remember 1965? It's the date, the year I was born. This is why I still remember. It's the first verse, 1965. So it's coming from Vishnu Puran. Jagaditaya Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana. They are very dear to the Lord. The Brahmanas, also cows. Very, very dear to the Lord. So in a civilization, in a country where there is protection of Brahmanas and cow, this is a civilized country. Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanayataya Jagaditaya. So for the welfare of the country. In places where Brahmanas and cows are protected. Of course, the demigods are also civilized. Because it is said that Krishna explained in Bhagavad Gita, in the beginning of creation, I have sent demigods together with their sacrifices. Be thou happy. Right? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I think 3:10. He says, I sent forth man, in the beginning of the creation, I've sent forth demigods and along with sacrifices, be you happy, be thou happy. But the Brahmanas, especially the Brahmanas, we know there are different types of Brahmanas, right? How it involved the Brahmanas. Start with the Dvija. The Brahmanas are called Dvijas because they're twice born. Dvi means two. Ja means born. They are twice born. They have second birth. Prabhupada is telling in the purport, the first birth is from the parents, right? Biological father and mother. So this is the first birth is from the parents. But dvi means two. Ja means born. Twice born. What is twice born? When one receives initiation from the spiritual master. This is twice born. It is twice born. So this is called Dvija. And when the Dvija makes more progress going towards the Vedas, studying the Vedas, systematically studying the Vedas, then he becomes Vipra. He's called Vipra, It's Dvija first, and then when he studied the Vedas, it's called Vipra. And as he makes more progress, he becomes a Vaishnava. That's what Bhagavatam explained. So Dvija first, and start reading the Vedas, he becomes Vipra. You heard of Vipra, right? Sudama is also Vipra. So and he becomes a Vipra. And then as he makes progress, then he becomes Vaishnava, which is highest. Right? So yeah, there are many. There's also this smart, the caste Brahmanas also we have. So we also have the others also, different caste Brahmanas, smart Brahmanas also is there. But the Vaishnavas are highest. The Vaishnavas are the highest status of Brahmana, the postgraduate, you can say. Vaishnavas are postgraduate status of the Brahmanas. That's the position of the Vaishnavas. Yeah. And the caste Brahmanas, especially in Vrindavan, many caste Brahmanas that mostly doing seva, puja, but they're mostly Vaishnava Brahmanas. But the caste Brahmanas, what they are doing, there's the smart Brahmanas, right? Smart Brahmanas, they are very smart. That's they call smart Brahmanas. What they do, they reverse the the instruction of the Padma Puran. Padma Puran says that we remember Krishna and fulfilling the rules and remember Krishna by fulfilling the rules and regulation. But what they do, they reverse it. They do the rules, regulation and forget Krishna. That is smart Brahmana. Right? For the Vaishnava, fulfilling the rules, regulation and remember Krishna. But they follow rules, regulation and forgetting Krishna. This is the caste, the smart Brahmanas. But here, when Vidura is saying for the benefit of the Dvija, means civilized people, narrate the pastime of the Supreme Personality of Godhead that give full satisfaction to the heart. I remember when Vyasadeva wrote the Vedas, he was not completely pleased, right? He was not completely happy. Why? Because people are inclined to sense gratification. And that's why he has written the Vedas for them, because they want to enjoy life. Because Vedas deal with the three modes of material nature, right? Three modes of material nature. So it's called regulated sense gratification. What is wrote is regulated sense gratification. And he said why he was not pleased. He asked Narad Muni, why after writing the Vedas I'm not so pleased? Because you have not written about the pastime, the name, form, and name, guna, qualities and pastime of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then he wrote the Srimad Bhagavatam, because he wrote of the Vedas, people, when he was not happy. So then Narad Muni said that words that glorify, that word that do not glorify the Lord, word that do not glorify the Lord, or like places of pilgrimage for the crows. When they get together, they have meeting. So what is a place of pilgrimage for the crows? Garbage box, right? That's a place of pilgrimage for the crows. Bhagavatam says, word that do not describe, glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or like places of pilgrimage for the crows. And Prabhupada is giving the example in the purport, like magazines and newspapers, you read it today, tomorrow, you throw it in the bin. Prabhupada is saying, you don't want to read it, it becomes stale, Prabhupada is saying, right? It's true. You read it today, but tomorrow you don't want to read. What people want to do with that newspaper? Throw it in the bin, they burn it, they make parcel, So, because it's not absolute knowledge, it's thrown into the bin. Prabhupada is saying it is like this kind of, we have lots of prose and poetry and prose. But poetry and prose that do not glorify the Supreme Lord is like decorating a dead body. That's Prabhupada said. Decoration of a dead body. What's the use of decorating a dead body? Right? Prose and poetry that do not glorify the Lord, especially you'll find in magazines today, but they don't glorify the Lord. It's like decoration of a dead body. People who are spiritually, it's for those who are spiritually dead. Right? So, this is what Narad Muni said. And even though if words that describe the Lord, even if it is imperfectly written, it's appreciated by great soul. And it is meant for the revolution. Tadvag visargo janagaha viplava. Viplava means revolution, bringing revolution in the life of so many people, conditioned soul. And this is a verse which is described, and this is describing the description of Prabhupada, the prediction of Srila Prabhupada. What Prabhupada did? A revolution in the lives of so many. You see, in the past, in the previous ages, Katha speaking about scriptures, narrating the pastime of the Lord, and the hearers, it was done by the sages in previous ages, right? This was done by great sages. They were sitting and talking and hearing and questioning and relishing. They were done by the great sages. But in Kali Yuga, Prabhupada made a miracle, right? And the same thing is done by people of Kali Yuga. We all people of Kali Yuga, right? We're not great sages, but still coming together, we talking about Bhagavatam and listening from Bhagavatam. This is a revolution that Prabhupada has done. In the past, they were done by the sages, and now Prabhupada transformed Hitus into Happys. That's a revolution. One time, we made a big, huge festival in Mauritius, boat festival, and one man, he's a quite rich person, and he also owns a temple, and he was telling that he was attending that festival. So he said, I have noted in your movement, in your society, so you're following Dharma in a very, very joyful way. Right? He said like that, you're following Dharma in a very joyful way. And in your festival, in your program, in your new couples come, they come with their children, the youth come, old people also come, but the youth come, the youngsters come, right? Because Krishna consciousness also attracts so many people, right? So that's a revolution Prabhupada has done. Recently there was in Vrindavan, not Vrindavan, in the Govardhan Hill, there was a retreat, and there were 7,000 youth. How many? 7,000 youth came to the festival. It was a retreat. And all of them wearing dhoti, kurta, tilak at the same time. And that was recorded also in Guinness Book of Record. Haribo. Prabhupada ki. Prabhupada can do that. 7,000 youth, devotees, youth. All white dhoti, kurta, tilak, kantimala with mala. For 3-4 days festival. And in Govardhan. That was there. So this is what kind of effect that this book's Bhagavatam is creating, revolution. So Bhagavatam is praised for that, actually. This is why Vidura want to hear more and more. The more and more he's hearing, he's never satiated, never get bored. Yeah, the man was saying that I've seen in your movement, you're all following Dharma in a very, very blissful way. And this Bhagavatam we have heard, Prabhupada is saying, has been told since 5,000 years ago. It is still ever fresh. Never get bored. Even Ramayan, we have heard Ramayan many, many times and many lifetime also, right? Ramayan was started from Treta Yuga to maybe 2 million years ago. Still, we hear Ramayana, still we hear Bhagavatam, we derive so much nectar. It's like an ocean. In the ocean, when somebody goes into the ocean, if you go deep in the ocean, not on the surface, right? If you go deep in the ocean, then you will find, some people will find the fish, some people will see the animal, the shark, not close. The coral, different pearls also. If you go deeper, you find the pearls. The more you get into the Bhagavatam, the more it is relishable. One time they asked, I was thinking it was Burijan Prabhu, asked Radha Govind Maharaj, because he's one who actually comments on many acharyas' commentary, Tika. So he asked Maharaj, how do you read Bhagavatam? You know, you very much attached to Bhagavatam. How do you read Bhagavatam? He said, I don't read Bhagavatam. I relish Bhagavatam. You know, I relish Srimad Bhagavatam. You know, I don't read, I relish Srimad Bhagavatam. It's a very wonderful way of explaining. That's why Bhagavatam is Pibatam Rasam Alayam. It's Rasam Alayam. You know, it's called Rasam Alayam. So Nashta Preshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Nashta Preshu Bhadresh. All the inauspiciousness in the heart is almost completely destroyed by hearing the Bhagavat, you know, the Katha from Srimad Bhagavatam. I never get bored. We never get bored because it's transcendental, ever fresh. Prabhupada said Krishna is the best speaker. There's no better speaker than, Prabhupada said that. There's no better speaker than Krishna. Whatever Krishna spoke in Bhagavad Gita is still ever fresh. You take any sloka from Bhagavad Gita, it never changes. That's why it's called Bhagavat. Bhagavat means absolute truth. The knowledge of the Gita or Bhagavatam, it is absolutely true. Never change. You take any point from Bhagavad Gita, it never change. Always remain eternally ever fresh. When was the Gita spoken for the first time? I mean, it's eternal, of course. When Krishna says he spoke Bhagavad Gita to Vivasvan, when was that? Must be 2 million years ago, right? Treta Yuga. He spoke to Vivasvan, and again he spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. It's ever fresh. Never same topic, same subject, same Bhagavad Gita I spoke to Arjuna. Right? It's ever fresh. Right? And the message of the newspapers and magazine, they are not ever fresh. They become stale. Prabhupada is saying, old, right? They become old. Yeah. Yes. And you don't want to hear more about it. You know? It's also frustrating. So any point we take from the Gita, it is eternally fresh. For example, we say, Krishna is saying, what is Krishna? Soul above the soul. Soul, for the soul there is neither birth nor death. It was true in the past, it is now true, in the future is going to be the same. The mind is chanchalam. In the past was chantal, is still chantal, in the future it is going to be chantalam. Never changed. That's why it's called absolute knowledge that never changed. Adhyam Purana Purusam Nava Yovanam. Nava Yovanam Cha. Even Krishna is ever fresh. Nava Yovanam Cha. Advaitam Achutam Anadim Ananta Rupam Adhyam Puranam Purusa Nava Yovanam Cha. Ever fresh. In one class, one can give a class, then you find some nectarian. It's said here. What is saying here? The last word, Charitamritani. Susloka, more or less, Charitamrita Tani. Amrita. Glorification of the Lord that bring eternal life. Charitamritani. And this is called Karnamrit. Karnamrit means the nectar for the ears. We drink the nectar, not with the tongue. We drink the nectar of Bhagavatam with the ears, right? That is Katamrit. Katamrit. How many amrits are there? Katamrit, Charitamrit, Charanamrit, Namamrit. What else? Huh? Purna Amrit. Rasamrit, yes. Leela Amrita. See, the word Mrita is Amrit. The word Mrita means death. Amrit means eternity, eternal life. This is what actually when Sukadeva Maharaj Parikshit was giving katha to Maharaj Parikshit, the demigod came. Demigod came and said, please give him that Amrita. This is nectar that they drink, during the churning of the milk ocean. They told Sukadeva Goswami, give him that Amrit. Sukadeva Goswami said, no. I mean, despite the demigod they have drink the Amrit, but still they were fearful of death. Right? Despite of drinking the nectar that they got from the ocean, who was distributing? Mohini, Murti. Still they were afraid of death. When Krishna was entering Agasur, Agasur, big snake, and the demigod, they were on top there, they were in the sky, they were thinking, alas, alas, what's going to happen to Krishna? If Krishna dies, we are also going to die, be finished. They were afraid of death. But the Gopals, they never took that Amrita, and they were near death, they were inside a snake. Demigod, they were very far away. They were afraid of death, and they have taken the Amrita. But the Gopals here, they were inside the snake, but they were not afraid of death. But they also drink the Amrit. What kind of Amrita? Krishna's beautiful darshan every day. Krishna's beautiful face, that Amritam. They're drinking daily. So this is also, if we come, every day we come in for Mangalarati, the first thing that we have to see is Krishna, drinking the beautiful face, the nectar of Krishna's beauty with our eyes. Then also we can also become immortal. Right? It's Amrita. Sorry. I have to end here. Oh, it's not getting off. Okay. All right, thank you. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Shri Prabhupada ki. Hridaya Gaur Bhimanande. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada mentions the brain and the dairy produce for the finer sentiments of the brain.
Yeah.
So the scientists have this, the brain is actually made of 95% made of cholesterol. So the demons, they make all this propaganda against milk and butter, and in 1979 they mass-produced margarine for the first time. So margarine is only one molecule away from plastic. And if you leave it outside, not even the bacteria will eat it, let alone the foxes and it. So Alzheimer's disease has come recorded from after the invention of margarine. So the butter and the milk is very important to actually the
brain tissue.
Is
the
made
finer brain tissue.
It's made of 95% cholesterol.
Mm. Yes. So we can drink milk, right? Haribol. Thank you very much. Okay. Shri Prabhupada ki. Hridaya Gaur Bhimanande. When I come here, if I don't see you, it's not comfortable.
Yeah, Gopal told me he was picking you up and everything, and he was visiting new cars and different things, and he said he was going to be here like beginning of the week, so I'd like to touch base with you and see you. Because this is, you're not coming back again, are you? This is your tour.
I visit once.
This is it. So,
I'm coming back, but this transit.
oh, okay.
My flight from Canada to
Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna